Hey everybody, I don't need to tell you this, but parenting is challenging for real, right? It can be so much easier though if you have healthy kids. Like if you're not stressing out about how they're feeling and how well they are, man, it makes life so much better. And I've said this before, many of you probably heard this, but we have a 10, an 8 now, and a 5-year-old, and we've never once used an antibiotic. We've never once used a fever reducer, Tylenol, ibuprofen. We've never once used an over the counter like cough syrup, allergy medication, any of that stuff, guys. And we're not doing anything special other than we know what to do to help our kids be healthy. And that also goes into not guessing, but testing. I've done many tests on my own kids to get down to the bottom of what might be going on and brewing under the surface so we can get ahead of things. So in the last talks, and if you get my emails, I've talked about this in emails, we've talked about how gut health can impact everything from your child's digestion, of course, to their immune system function, their behavior, their moods, their focus and attention, all of it. So now you're probably thinking, all right, Dr. Scott, well, what can I actually do to help my kid right now? So maybe you don't want to, do the functional medicine deep dive route, and you're just wanting to start with basics. That's a great question, and I'm more than happy to provide you guys with a few tips, tricks, and strategies that you can start right now. So number one is not about being perfect, right? We're not perfect with our kids either, but consistency does make a difference over time. So setting these habits when the kids are younger is going to make it easier for when they're older. But even if they're older kids and they're picky eaters or they're all these, just do certain things and talk to them about it. Have these conversations. So I'm going to give you guys 6 gut healthy habits that you can start today. Okay. Number one. This might be the problem with a lot of kids, but adding colorful vegetables to every single plate, every single meal you give them, right? We aim for the eating the rainbow, as some people call it. More color means more fiber, more nutrients, more things that their little bodies need to heal their gut and also to produce energy and to help the brain focus and have better attention, all the things, right? Number 2 is water, water, water before juices and sodas and all the things that are out there that are just full of crap. Pun, sorry about that, but crap. It's crap. It really is crap. So ideally, you don't want to give your kids a ton of juices or sodas anyway, as they're packed full of the sugars, preservatives, food dyes, and all that stuff that's been in the news a lot lately, right? We're trying to ban food dyes because we know that there's neuro issues with that. So especially in young kids, man, it has a detrimental impact on the nervous system and neurocognitive system. It's crazy. If you just look at the science and the research, we've known this. So let's get that crud out of our lives. But if your kids really love that stuff and you're just like, I don't know how I'm going to get rid of it, at least as part of their routine, try to give them water, because most kids are dehydrated, and that's going to slow down digestion. It's going to slow down nutrient absorption. So start their day in the morning with a glass of water, and bonus points if it's room temperature with a squeeze of lemon or some sort of electrolyte in it. Most of our kids, like I said, are walking around dehydrated. It's not good. Not good for their system. Not good for detoxification, to get the crud out, for the gut, obviously, with constipation issues that are dime a dozen. Number 3, include fermented or fiber-rich snacks to their day. So try having them eat pickles, kefir, if you know what that is, or maybe it's just plain yogurt with some fruit, right? Or go with a probiotic-rich food like apples, bananas, steel-cut organic oats. Those prebiotics that help feed those probiotics are really going to do the gut a lot of good. Number 4 is protect mealtime as chill time. So eating in a more relaxed environment versus eating while they're watching TV or movies or on a phone or tablet, that's gonna decrease the stress response in their bodies, and their nervous system can have an easier time shifting into that rest and digest mode, which is going to help improve digestion and absorption of what they're putting in. Okay. Number 5, set a consistent bedtime routine. Sleep is when the gut repair happens. A calmer evening wind down routine equals a healthier microbiome and happier mornings, better sleep, all of the things that go along with it. Number six is watch for sneaky triggers. So what you can do as a parent is start a simple journal of what your child eats and how they feel afterwards, or maybe symptoms, maybe it's rashes, maybe it's constipation, maybe it's other things that are going on, the behavioral challenges, the tantrums. You might start to spot patterns. Some of the keys here, some of the main things I should say, start to track dairy, start to track gluten, try to start to track things that have food dyes in them that could be potentially triggering some of these issues. I kid you guys not, I've worked with many families whose little kids, behavioral issues, tantrums, meltdowns, things like that, literally can turn around overnight if we just eliminate food dyes, artificial sweeteners, preservatives, things like that. Give them healthy whole food. That's what it's really about. So try to chip away at that. And again, you don't need to overhaul everything at once. That becomes really stressful and sometimes unmanageable. So start with one small shift, and your body really does know how to heal. It just needs the right support. So if you guys are ready to take a deeper dive though, because again, these tips and strategies can take you so far, but if there's already been things going on under the surface level, sometimes that's really hard to get rid of and heal on your own. Okay, so let's do some testing. Let's talk about it. Let's get to the root causes of your kiddos and maybe your issues. And so you guys can thrive as a family. All right. So you can DM me, you can email me, you can go to my website, set up a free complimentary call, and I'd love to start chatting with you guys about that. See you later. Have a great day.